Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving deep into a company called USA Rare Earths. Now, this isn't just any company. They've got a massive plan, a really bold vision to solve one of America's biggest national security problems. It's a fascinating story, full of incredible potential, but also some huge risks. So let's get into it. So this right here is the big question. We're talking a multi-billion-dollar question. You see, for decades now, the whole world has relied almost entirely on China for these things called rare earth elements. They're basically the secret sauce in all our modern tech. USA Rare Earth says they've found the solution, and it's sitting right there in a mountain in Texas. The real question for us is this a real opportunity, or is it just a high-stakes gamble?
Okay, so before we even get to the company, we need to understand why this matters so much. And trust me, the stakes here are incredibly high. These aren't just some random rocks, we're talking about the very building blocks of our modern world.
That's right. You've probably never heard of stuff like neodymium or dysprosium or terbium. But without them, forget about it. You can't build the powerful little magnets that run your electric car. You can't build wind turbines. And you definitely can't build the advanced guidance systems inside an F-35 fighter jet. So having our own supply here at home, well, it's not just about business, it's about national security.
And that's exactly where USA Rare Earth enters the picture. They're stepping up with a big solution. And they're not just talking about digging stuff out of the ground. Now, their vision is much bigger than that.
And this is the core of their pitch, the whole mine-to-magnet idea. They want to control the entire process, the whole shebang, from digging the minerals out of the mountain to refining them all the way to manufacturing the finished high-tech magnets. And they're serious. They recently moved to buy a company in the UK called LCM that makes alloys and metals. That's a huge step toward making this whole end-to-end vision a reality.
But here's the thing. This entire grand vision, every single part of it, hinges on this one place, the Round Top Project. It's a mountain, a big above-ground deposit of minerals out near Sierra Blanca, Texas. This one spot is supposed to feed that entire supply chain. And this is why investors get so excited. This is the heart of the bull case for the company. I mean, on paper, Round Top looks like an absolute treasure chest. It's supposedly packed with all the key rare earths for magnets, including the really valuable heavy ones that are super hard to find. And on top of that, it's also got other critical stuff like lithium. It really does sound like the perfect answer to America's problem.
But, as any analyst will tell you, the story a company pitches to investors and what's buried in the fine prints of its legal documents, well, those can be two very different things. So we did what any good analyst does. We dug into their official S-1 filing with the SEC to see what's really going on. And there it is. This one sentence, pulled word for word from their own legal filing, is probably the biggest risk in this entire story. Two phrases you never want to see: exploration stage property and no mineral reserves disclosed. Let's break down what that actually means, because it's absolutely crucial.
So what does exploration stage really mean? It means the company thinks there's a whole lot of valuable stuff in that mountain. But, and this is a huge but, they haven't actually proven that they can get it out of the ground in a way that makes money. It's the perfect treasure map analogy. You have a map that says X marks the spot, but you haven't proven the treasure is really there, or that you even have the right shovel to dig it up.
And if all that uncertainty wasn't enough, just look at the leadership. You can't pull off a massive decade-long project like this without a stable, brilliant team at the top. But what we're seeing here is the exact opposite. It's a revolving door in the C-suite. A new CEO is gone in less than a year? That is a massive red flag. It tells you there are serious problems with the strategy or the execution.
And the hits just keep on coming. On top of all the other risks, they've got to climb a literal mountain of government regulations. Their own documents list out all these federal acts they have to comply with. Every single one of these is a potential roadblock that could mean years of delays, lawsuits, and millions of dollars in extra costs. This is not going to be a quick and easy process.
Okay, so if the company isn't actually mining anything yet and they're not selling anything, it begs a really simple question, right? Where is the money coming from? Let's follow the capital.
So let's be fair. They are fantastic at raising money. A $125 million financing round, that's serious cash. It shows that they are incredibly good at selling the story, at selling the vision to a certain type of investor. No question about it.
But here's the reality. That money gets spent, and he gets spent fast. Their latest filings showed just under $17 million in cash. Now, for a company that wants to build a giant mine and processing plant, that is not a lot of runway.
they're going to have to keep going back to investors for more cash again and again.
And this, right here, is the stark, unavoidable truth. After all the hype, all the money raised, all the big plans, the company has made exactly $0 in revenue from what's supposed to be its main business, mining.
So at the end of the day, you have to understand what this company is. This is not a normal business you're investing in. It's basically a venture capital bet. It only survives because it's good at raising the next round of funding, all while hoping that one day, someday, it can finally cross that giant chasm from just having a story to actually having a profitable business.
So, how do we add all this up? On one side, you've got this incredibly important mission and a potentially massive asset. On the other, you have enormous risks piling up, operational, leadership, and financial. It's time to weigh the evidence and make the call.
So here are the two sides of the coin. The bull case is the story, right? It's exciting, it's patriotic, it's this high-tech vision to secure America's future. It's a great story. But the bear case is what's written in the fine print of their own legal filings. No proven reserves, they can't keep a CEO, they have no revenue, and they're facing a wall of regulations.
So after looking at everything, especially what the company itself has disclosed, our official recommendation is a definitive sell. And let me be really clear why. The number one reason is that exploration stage status. A company with this much fundamental uncertainty about its core asset just isn't suitable for the public markets. It's a venture capital play, plain and simple. But honestly, the knockout blow is the leadership chaos. Without a stable team at the wheel, you just can't have any confidence that they can navigate the incredible challenges ahead.
And really, that's the bottom line here. The story is fantastic. And look, we should all be rooting for someone to succeed at this mission for the country's sake. But investing isn't about rooting for a story. It's about looking at the facts and assessing the risk. And the fact is, an investment in USA Rare Earth today isn't an investment in a business. It's a bet on the story. It's a gamble. And that's all for this explainer. Be sure to subscribe for more deep dives that go beyond the headlines. Thanks for watching.